Nze was a cheerful and optimistic man, and Ada a confident woman with dreams as vast as the open sky, shared a love that promised joy, support and understanding. The villagers admired the couple, thinking they were the epitome of a harmonious union. Once upon a time, in the quiet village of Obinikpa, there lived a man named Nze and his wife Ada. Their story began like a peaceful melody, with dreams and aspirations dancing in the air. The village, nestled between rolling hills and lush greenery, was a heaven of simplicity and community. Nze was a cheerful and optimistic man, and Ada a confident woman with dreams as vast as the open sky, shared a love that promised joy, support and understanding. The villagers admired the couple, thinking they were the epitome of a harmonious union. However, hidden beneath the facade of marital bliss were subtle cracks, like fragile spider webs waiting to shatter. The first signs appeared as sharp comments disguised as jests and lingering glares filled with hidden contempt. Ada, ever hopeful, brushed them off as signs of exhaustion or stress, convincing herself that Nze didn't mean any harm. As time unfolded, the abuse took root and blossomed into a cruel reality. Words once sweet whispers of affliction became weaponized. Nze's expectations soared to unreachable heights, and Ada found herself caught in a relentless cycle of trying to please him, only to be met with disappointment. The turning point came with the first physical blow, a shocking betrayal of the vows to protect. Bruises marked Ada's body, transforming her into a canvas of suffering. Yet, trapped in the web of manipulation, she clung to the hope that Nze would change. "Why do you stay, Ada?" the village elders whispered, concerned for their once vibrant daughter. Leaving, however, wasn't a simple choice. It was a delicate dance between survival and fear, sanity and the unknown. Ada feared for her safety and the safety of those she loved. The shadows of Obinikpa concealed her pain, and the courage to break free seemed like an elusive dream. One day, as the village gathered for a celebration, Nze's anger erupted like a storm in the midst of the chaos. A wise elder observing Ada's silent suffering approached her. "Child, the strength to break free lies within you," he said, his words a beacon of hope in the darkness. With each passing day, Ada wrestled with the chains that bound her. The village, unaware of the silent struggle, continued with their daily activities. Ada's heart yearned for the courage to escape, to reclaim the life that was slipping away with every sunrise. In the quiet corner of Obinikpa, a tale unfolded, a tale of love turned sour, of dreams overshadowed by fear. Ada, once a confident woman, now stood at a crossroads, torn between the comfort of familiarity and the unknown path to freedom. And so, in the village of Obinikpa, where the hills echoed with both laughter and silent sorrows, Ada's story continued. A story of resilience, a story yet to find its ending. In the heart of Obinikpa, where the sun painted the sky with hues of orange and pink, Ada's journey continued. The echoes of her silent struggles reverberated through the village, and as she navigated the intricate dance of survival, a new chapter began. One day, as the villagers gathered in the market square, Ada crossed paths with Nze. The air tensed with unspoken words as they exchanged glances. The elder who had spoken to Ada before, wise and observant, approached them. Nze, Ada, the harmony of Obinikpa depends on the love shared within its homes. Let peace dwell in your heart, he advised, sensing the brewing storms. Nze, momentarily softened by the elder's words, looked at Ada with a hint of remorse. Ada, I didn't mean to cause you pain. It was just the stress of providing for our family. Ada, her eyes reflecting the scars within, nodded silently. The weight of her pain bore down on her, but a spark of resilience flickered in her gaze. As days turned into weeks, the village buzzed with the vibrant energy of daily life. Ada sought solace in the simple joys, the laughter of children, the warmth of the community. In the midst of this, a bond formed with another villager, a gentle soul named Chijioke. Chijioke, who had observed Ada's silent suffering, approached her one day beneath the shade of the village tree. Ada, your spirit is like a delicate flower, withering the storms. You deserve more than shadows. Their conversations became a refuge for Ada, a sanctuary where she could speak her truth. Chijioke, kind-hearted and understanding, listened with empathy. Ada, he said one evening, you have the strength to change your story. Encouraged by Chijioke's words, Ada began to explore the possibility of reclaiming her life. The whispers of the village carried stories of other women who had broken free from similar chains, finding refuge in a distant village. Ada's heart wavered between the fear of the unknown and the yearning for liberation. One night, as the moon cast a silver glow over Obinikpa, Ada confided in Chijioke about her inner turmoil. I'm torn between staying and leaving. I fear for my safety and I fear for the unknown path ahead. Chijioke, his eyes reflecting a quiet strength, replied, Ada, courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. We will find a way to ensure your safety. Together, Ada and Chijioke devised a plan to untangle the threads that bound her to Nze's torment. As the village slept, they whispered in the shadows, plotting a course toward a new dawn for Ada. The journey towards freedom would not be easy, but Ada, fueled by newfound courage, was determined to break free from the prison of her own making. The moonlight night held the promise of courage, and the winds of Obinikpa carried the anticipation of the story yet to unfold. Under the watchful eyes of the moon, Ada and Chijioke, like silent shadows, hatched their plan to escape the chains that bound her to Nze's torment. The village slept peacefully, unaware of the quiet revolution stirring in its midst. As dawn approached, Chijioke approached Ada beneath the same village tree where they had shared their conversations. Ada, tonight is the night. We will sleep away when the village is asleep. And I know a safe path to a neighboring village where you can find refuge. Ada, her heart pounding with a mixture of fear and hope, nodded. Chijioke, I can't thank you enough for helping me find the courage to break free. The day unfolded like any other day in Obinikpa. The villagers went about their routines, oblivious to the profound decision Ada was about to make. As night fell, Ada and Chijioke met at the edge of the village, cloaked in the darkness. We must move quietly, Chijioke whispered. Follow my lead, and we will make our way through the fields to the neighboring village. The journey was fraught with tension, each step heavy with the weight of the unknown. Ada's senses heightened, alert to every rustle in the night. As they approached the village boundary, Chijioke reassured her, "We are almost there, Ada. A new life awaits." Upon reaching neighboring village, they were welcomed by the warmth of kind-hearted strangers. Ada, a silent observer in this unfamiliar setting, felt a mix of gratitude and trepidation. A compassionate elder approached them, sensing the story that lay behind Ada's eyes. "Child, you are safe here. Obinikpa's shadow won't reach you," the elder assured Ada. Days turned into weeks, and Ada started rebuilding her life in the embrace of the new village. She found solace in the support of those who understood her pain without words. Chijioke, true to his promise, remained by her side, helping her navigate the challenges of starting anew. One day, as Ada basked into the sunlight that now symbolized her freedom, she turned to Chijioke with a heartfelt smile. "Chijioke, you've been my guardian angel. Without you, I might have never found the strength to escape." Chijioke, humbly accepting her gratitude, replied, "Ada, the strength was always within you. I'm just glad I could be there to support you." In the heart of Obinikpa, the village continued its tranquil existence, unaware of the profound shift that had taken place. Ada's story, once marred by shadows, blossomed into a tale of resilience and newfound hope. A tale that whispered through the hills, reminding the villagers that even in the darkest corners, the light of courage could illuminate a path to freedom. Weeks passed in the village of Obinikpa. The winds of change carried echoes of Ada's journey. The seasons changed, and with each passing day, Ada's strength grew, like a fragile bud transforming into a resilient bloom. She became an integral part of the new village, contributing to its rhyme and finding joy in simple pleasures. As time unfolded, news of Ada's resilience reached the ears of the wise elder in Obinikpa. Intrigued, he sought to understand the tale behind her departure. In the midst of the village square, he approached Nze, who had been living with the consequences of his actions. "Nze, the echoes of your choices have traveled far. Ada has found solace and strength in a neighboring village. Her spirit, once shattered, is now alive with hope." The elder spoke with a solemn tone. Nze, confronted by the consequences of his actions, faced a mirror reflecting the pain he had caused the villagers. Sensing a transformation within Nze, awaited his response. In a moment of reflection, Nze approached the village tree, a symbol of shared stories and silent confessions. Beneath its branches, he found Ada's absence echoing louder than any words. With a heavy heart, he approached the wise elder. "Can you send word to Ada?" Nze hesitated before continuing. "Tell her I understand the depth of my mistakes. I wish her happiness and peace." The elder, recognizing the sincerity in Nze's words, agreed to be the messenger of the newfound understanding. The message traveled through the hills, carrying with it the weight of remorse and the possibility of redemption. Meanwhile, in the neighboring village, Ada continued to weave the tapestry of her new life. She had found work, forged friendships, and embraced the freedom to dream once again. The elder delivered Nze's message, and Ada, though cautious, felt a flicker of closure. In a quiet corner of the village, Ada contemplated the message. Chijioke, her steadfast companion, noticed the turmoil in her eyes. Ada, forgiveness is a journey, not an event. Take your time, he advised. As the seasons cycled through their familiar dance, the story of Obinikpa continued to unfold. The wise elder, ever watchful, observed Nze's efforts to mend the broken threads of the village's harmony. Slowly but surely, the shadows that had made Obinikpa began to dissipate. One day, as the village prepared for a celebration, Ada received a letter. It carried Nze's words, sincere laden with regret. In a quiet moment, she read his plea for forgiveness and redemption. The elder, sensing the weight of the moment, stood by Ada's side. Ada, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, faced a choice. The letter, like a bridge between past and present, presented the possibility of healing for both herself and Nze. In the village of Obinikpa, where the hills whispered stories of courage and redemption, the characters in these tales stood as a crossroads of forgiveness and transformation. The pages of their stories turned, leaving the villagers to wonder if redemption could be found in the embrace of understanding and a willingness to change. As the village of Obinikpa prepared for the celebration, Ada held the letter from Nze in her hands, contemplating its contents. Chijioke, noticing her thoughtful expression, gently asked, "Ada, what does the letter say?" Ada, taking a deep breath, replied, "Nze is asking for forgiveness. He says he understands the pain he caused and wishes for my happiness." Chijioke nodded, his eyes reflecting empathy. It is a big step for him to acknowledge his mistakes. What do you feel, Ada? I'm not sure, Chijioke. Part of me wants to believe in his change, but the scars run deep, Ada admitted, her eyes gazed lost in the distance. In Obinikpa, Nze paced nervously, waiting for a response. The wise elder approached him, offering the words of guidance. Patience, Nze. Healing takes time, and forgiveness is a delicate process. Meanwhile, in the neighboring village, Ada sat beneath a familiar tree, her heart torn between the past and the possibility of a different future. She decided to respond to Nze, expressing her thoughts with caution. "Nze, your words has reached me. I need time to process, to understand if true change is possible." The village buzzed with anticipation as the celebration drew near. Ada's response reached Nze, who in a moment of reflection acknowledged the weight of his actions. "I can undo the past, but I'm determined to be a better person," he vowed to himself. As the day of the celebration arrived, the villagers gathered in the square. Ada, accompanied by Chijioke, entered with a mix of apprehension and curiosity. Nze, standing among the villagers, noticed her presence and approached with a sincere expression. "Ada, I understand the pain I caused. I'm committed to changing, not just for myself, but for the harmony of Obinikpa." Nze spoke earnestly. Ada, meeting his gaze, replied, "Nze, action speaks louder than words. If you are truly sincere, show it through your deeds." The wise elder, sensing the gravity of the moment, addressed the villagers. "Today, let us celebrate the strength of forgiveness and the possibility of redemption. May Obinikpa be a village where healing and growth coexist." The celebration unfolded with a renewed sense of unity. Ada, though cautious, felt a glimmer of hope. Nze, aware of the journey ahead, began taking steps towards change, seeking guidance from the elder and rebuilding trust with his actions. In the village of Obinikpa, where hills echoed with stories of resilience, the characters continued their journey, forging a path towards redemption, forgiveness and the possibility of a brighter future. The celebration marked a turning point, leaving the villagers to wonder if true transformation could indeed blossom from the seeds of understanding and sincere change. The celebration in Obinikpa echoed with laughter and the melodies of unity. Ada, surrounded by villagers old and new, felt a sense of belonging she hadn't known in years. As the festivities continued, she found herself in a quiet conversation with Nze. Nze, I want to believe in your change, but trust takes time to rebuild. Ada expressed, her eyes holding a mixture of caution and hope. Nze nodded. Ada, I understand. I won't rush this. I will show you through my actions that I am committed to being a better person. As they spoke, Chijioke approached, a smile on his face. This is a new beginning for Obinikpa, a story of forgiveness and growth, he remarked, capturing the essence of the moment. The wise elder, observing the scene, addressed the villagers. Today, we witness the power of redemption. Let this celebration mark the start of a chapter where understanding and forgiveness flourish. As the night settled over Obinikpa, the villagers gathered around a bonfire, sharing stories and dreams. Ada, still cautious, yet open to the possibility of a healed future, found herself reflecting on the journey she had undertaken. Nze, change is a journey we take together. Let's build a village where love and understanding prevail, she said, extending an olive branch. Nze, grateful for the chance at redemption, replied, Ada, I am committed to walking this path with you. Obinikpa will be a place where shadows turn into the warmth of shared light. The villagers, witnessing the transformation, celebrated not only the end of the festivities but the beginning of a new era. The wise elder, under the vast canvas of stars, offered a closing sentiment. In the dance of life, we stumble, we fall, but it is through rising that we find our true strength. Obinikpa, once marked by shadows, now stood as a testament to the resilience of its people. As the celebration came to a close, the villagers retired to their homes, carrying with them the echoes of a story that would be told for generations. In the quiet night, Ada and Nze, each contemplating their journey, found solace in the shared silence. The village, once divided by pain, had become a canvas where forgiveness painted the sky in hues of hope. And so, beneath the canopy of stars, the tale of Obinikpa reached a poignant conclusion, a story of redemption, forgiveness and the enduring spirit of a village that chose to rise above its shadows. Lessons. The story of Obinikpa carries a powerful lesson about the transformative power of forgiveness, redemption, and the capacity for change. It teaches us that the path to redemption lies in the sincere change and forgiveness. In essence, the story encourages us to believe in the potential for positive change in ourselves and others. It emphasizes that redemption is not just a personal journey, but a collective one, shaped by sincere efforts, understanding, and the resilience of the human spirit. Thank you for watching.